the man pressed a strange button. With click, a potted plant fell out. He slowly walked over to take a look. As expected, there was nothing inside. The man helplessly walked over to the wall and pressed another button. A pair of chopsticks was ejected. Jack seemed to find some amusement in this. He kept pressing the button. More and more chopsticks shot out. His smile grew more and more wild, until his hand slipped, and he accidentally pressed the button next to it. Jack angrily turned and slapped the button on the wall. A cute peach appeared, freshening up the air. He danced over excitedly, pressed the button, and suddenly, a red countdown appeared behind him. The buttons on the wall disappeared. At that moment, a giant peach covered the sky. The man thought he would die in an extremely suffocating way, but as the countdown hit 0, the peach stopped. The man had been in the room for a whole day. The floor was covered with various random tools, but he still hadn't found a way out. Jack collapsed hopelessly in the chair. Angrily, he threw a ball against the wall. It hit a button just right, and a plate of sushi fell out. Looking at the small and delicate sushi, the man eagerly grabbed a soy sauce dish, but it was empty. He looked around, then carefully pressed the button. Another plate of sushi popped out. He gave up, picked up the dish, and pretended to dip it in soy sauce to eat. After finishing his meal, he wanted to drink water, pressed a random button. After his tireless efforts pressing every button, the main door finally appeared again, but as soon as the man stood up, the switch quickly reset. The door fell again. He took a running start, stepped on the switch with his foot, and sprinted forward, but this didn't work. He carefully calculated the time for the button to pop back up. Then he placed a big vase on top of it, but the small button was very precise. It simply lifted the vase off. Seeing all this in front of him, Jack suddenly came up with an idea. Fill the vase with water, then press it down on the switch, and he would be able to leave. Jack immediately put his plan into action, but the first step of the plan hit a snag. He moved the vase to the washing station, then pressed the watering button. A stream of water fell perfectly on his head. As he moved back and forth, the stream of water followed his movements. He could only stand next to the vase, racking his brain to water the vase. Finally, the water in the vase could be used to water the potted plant next to it. At that moment, Jack had another great idea. He would fill the vase with sushi. He started stuffing sushi into the vase, but he stuffed too much, making it too heavy. The man rolled up his sleeves and tried to pull it out, but the vase opening was too narrow. Jack's hand got stuck. Luckily, he remembered the chopsticks nearby. He had no choice but to slowly pick the sushi out with them. This went on for what felt like forever. Even the tree nearby started blooming. He finally managed to move the vase, but then forgot which button was the exit button.